Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia! And we are here in the Dark Rift still, looking for more treasures, I guess, from dilapidated ghost pirate ships. Alright, I apparently was not close to that at all. Magazine! Alright, so a little forewarning on this one. I've already done this dungeon, because I was going to spend a lot of time farming here, and I did spend a lot of time farming here. And I'm going to show a couple of battles here, because this will probably be two episodes for this dungeon. And we haven't really seen too many of the bad guys. But there are a couple of bad guys here that you want to kill. Unfortunately, they only have a 1% drop rate, and this game is just dick when it comes to 100% drop rates. Alright, so one of the enemies you want to kill is this guy, Flat Fiend. He drops Ghost Mail, and that's actually kind of a bonus for Aka. It has better defense, but worse magic defense than the armor you could buy in Esperanza. These guys do nothing, they're just dicks. They cast Eternas and can try to kill everyone, so they're useless. And then there's two enemies that look exactly the same, except for their slight difference in coloration. They look like creepy bird Muppet things, and there's a dark green one and a yellow green one. The dark green one is the one you want to kill. It is called the Florist. And should you want to go through the dick amount of time to try to farm for them, they drop a fantastic little item called a Constitution Ring, which makes you impervious to all status ailments. I wanted one of those, but I spent 2 hours in this godforsaken place farming. So, yeah. Alright, come on, really? Alright, and we get a Dream Cutlass there. And I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna be switching to another save file where I've already beaten this dungeon and getting ready to leave. But I wanted to get all of this on camera, but I really wanted to get that godforsaken armor and accessory. On the file that I got, I managed to get 2 of the ghost armors, and yeah, really little of anything else. So still fighting. I'm gonna leave this fight into to see if we get any of the creepy Muppet things in, just so you guys see what they look like, so you know what you're aiming for. No, none of these things. These are pretty much the same dickish things as before. And it doesn't matter. Everything here can be one-shotted with Lambda Burst. Some of them may defend and get down to their last, like, 3rd health, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a joke. So with that said, the Dark Rift is the biggest dick there is, because excuse me, I am still recovering from the plague, and I feel like ass today. So, but yes, this place is just terrible because it's filled with all of these fake exits and entrances, and if you go the wrong way, it takes you all the way back to the beginning, or it takes you to a room that looks like it would be an exit, but it takes you back to the beginning. Alright, so there's stuff here, but I'm going to ignore that for now. That's the way we just came in. We want to go right over here into this little tunnel, and then we're going to come back out. So we'll be back into that room with the glowy things. There's something important there, but we're going to take care of all the stuff that's kind of peripheral for the dungeon. And another fight. I'll give it another chance to see if we get the Muppet things, and then after that I'll probably cut out all the battles. Because now that you've seen everything here and see just how easy it is to kill everything. Nope. So yeah. I'll just cut this battle out, because who cares? Alright, so yeah. With that, we also maxed Aka out on green magic. She learned Sacralin, so she is done with that. Alright, so this place is fan-freaking-tastic. This dungeon is huge. It really does not give you a good sense of scale, but it's huge. Alright, so we have that one, which has 2,731 gold. I can number well, I promise. I can't. Like I said, I still feel like a complete and total ass right now. God, I hate getting sick. I'm one of those people who get sick in really weird ways. Like, I get sick, and then I get, but I get all of the symptoms for, like, a normal cold or flu, but one at a time over the course of a week. So, like, one day I'll have a fever, and that's the only symptom I have. And then the next day I'll have the aches and pains, and then the next day I'll have coughing or sinus. It's weird. And a battle, so give me a second. Okay, this battle has the green things that you want, the Florasts. And knowing my luck, I'm going to end up killing these, and one of them is going to drop the ring, but I'm going to lose all of the other stuff that I ended up farming for in the other save file, which will drive me insane, and I'm expecting that, because that's just how games work. There is a god of gaming, and he likes to just... Oh, no, I was about to say, there is a god of gaming, and he just loves to smite people. Alright, so this one is special. It has something a little more than treasure. So we're going to go inside this ship. This one's a little weird. And there's a person here. First, we're going to steal his moonberry, because that's important. And then we're going to talk to him. Like, so this is a guy who got shipwrecked here in the Dark Rift, and he's been here so long, he does not remember his own name. But if you have a certain member of your crew recruited at this point, specifically Polly, well, not innkeeper, but bartender that we got from Sailor's Island. This is her husband. So if you've recruited her already, and I think she has to be in your active crew. I could be wrong on that. She will walk in and recognize that this is her husband, and this is how you recruit him. His name is Robinson. It's a very touching scene. But, I mean, look at that face for one. That's just... That's a face. And it just gets better. My name is Robinson. I remember my wife, my daughter. I remember everything. I really want to know what he was... Like, what was his ship's goal coming to the Dark Rift? It's nowhere near Sailor's Island. Like, whoa. I love this. It seems like you're a lot more woman than the last time I saw you. You haven't seen me in years, and that's what you have to say. Like, that's... Yeah. And because of us, we were able to reunite Polly with her husband, so Robinson will join our crew as... I believe he's a sailor. Not in the best of shape, but I still remember how to sail. At least I can do that much for you. Yeah, he comes on as a sailor. So that means it's either him or Marco. And if you go to change crew, not that, we can switch out Marco for Robinson. Marco, double all of your spirit points for one turn. Robinson will actually reduce spirit point costs for actions for a turn. So it's a little of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. So, and then I'm just gonna go out and say I have Osman, who says that she will increase the rate of rare items. I call shenanigans on that. She's just a lying bitch. Because again, I've been waiting to get that freaking Constitution ring. The other Muppet ones, there's the yellow-green ones that I was talking about, the Flists. They will drop called a Chance Ring, and it adds 75 defense and magic defense, but it actually makes you more susceptible to status ailments. So, that's a little bit of a gamble, considering so many people in this game can inflict status ailments. It's a little rough. Alright, so we come back into this room, and we get into a fight! Yay! Give me a second. Alright, so as I was saying, now that we're back in this room, go to the center of the room with this blue sphere, the largest one there, and it is a discovery. The Black Moonstone. This rare Black Moonstone holds tremendous power. It can turn positive energy to negative and vice versa, but a practical application for this ability has not been found. There are rumors of a lost Black Moon, but the truth remains unknown. So yeah, that's that. So those are the ones that we came in, and then we're actually going to want to go into this lower one here. Like I said, if you take the wrong one, it's going to take you to a place that you either go all the way through and it takes you outside of the Dark Rift where we just started near Esperanza, or if you go back through this tunnel, it'll take you back to the main chamber. So be careful about your directions. Okay, so as I was saying, you want to be careful about which direction to take. Otherwise you end up at the very beginning or close to the very beginning. But this is one of the rooms that we want to be in. And there's a couple of treasure chests here. This one here gives us a moonberry. And that's actually one of the items that I got in my other save file, which is why I'm... Come on. Getting stuck on... basically stuff around the... I hate that. Anyway, I'm blanking on a word, so... Alright, so, as I was saying, we're going to wander around here, and I think we want to go up this one? I think... No. That's not the one we want to go up. Alright, so we're going to go back down. There's 3 treasures here, and I'm probably going to take a second to find the last one. Finding all these things can be kind of a bitch. Alright, we're going to go into this one, and that's going to go all the way up. Where we want to go. Alright, that's one. And that's not the one I'll get that one, but give me a second. Okay, so the one that I want to find, that's the last treasure chest I want to open here. That's the one I want. Let's go get that one. This holds Aura of Valor. That will max out your spirit. You use it and you instantly get full spirit. It's fantastic. I wish there were more in the game. I tried to get some off of some of the Valuan guards the second time we were there. No go. So, this, however, is a Zelvin Mane fight, which is why I wanted to save it for last. We are going to make sure all of our people are up to snuff. It looks like we're good. Alright. My question. How in the hell does Zelvin Mane get here? How did he make it into the Dark Rift? He doesn't have a ship that we can see. He just ends up inside of a treasure chest. I don't understand any of this. Alright, so another Zelvin Mane fight. We're going to start off with Skull Shield. We're going to go with a Glyph of Might on Vice. We're going to go with a Glyph of Speed. And... actually, no. We're going to attack with Vice. We're going to go with a Glyph of Might and Glyph of Speed. No, I don't want to use that on Aka. I want to use that on Vice. We're going to use Glyph of Speed on everyone. And then we're going to use just a shield. It's one less spirit, so we want to actually keep our spirit because, like all of the other Zelvin Mane fights, we are mostly going to be hitting him with Cutlass Fury, with Incrum, or Glyph of Might as much as possible. That is our game plan for this. And Justice Shield gives us the ability to actually do stuff and guard at the same time. So it's actually a very useful ability. Alright, so we've got that. We're going to Cutlass Fury. And attack, attack, and attack. Because it doesn't matter at this point. It really doesn't. Actually, I probably should have used Justice Shield again, because that will actually reduce damage for counterattacks as well. So, probably should have done that, but didn't think about it. Especially since he seems to have a ridiculous counterattack rate right now. And he has his ever-famous burst. And not terribly damaging, just enough to where a Sacrum Crystal can recover the bulk of it. Alright, we are going to Cutlass Fury again. Attack. We will use which one? Sacrez Crystal. We'll use a Sacrez Crystal on Vice, and we will Justice Shield. That'll help out a fair bit, I think.
Let's try this.
The effect only really the visible effect only really applies to your other three teammates. I wonder if Enrique himself does not get the effect of Justice Shield. I think he does, but it just seems weird that he doesn't get the little shield in front of him that pops up. Raises some questions, doesn't it? And another Cutlass Fury. Another attack. Another attack. And another Justice Shield. Not a difficult fight by any stretch of the imagination. Zelvin Mane is becoming kind of a joke. He does have some nasty attacks, but we've got so many defensive abilities now that it's not nearly as much of a threat. I do need to go ahead and invest in Vice's next and last ability. That would make these fights go so much faster. So, because it's a single target hit, but for considerably more damage.
That was easy.
Alright, so yeah, that was the Zelvin Mane fight, and as a reward, we get a bunch of XP and magic XP, and we get a seed. I don't think that's the same seed that I got in my other playthrough. I think I got an Excel seed, so there will be a difference in seeds. And a Chalice of Blood, which is another item that we can sell, and once you are on the top section here next to the Zelvin Mane ship, the only exit that you have is the right one. And we're going to go ahead and go into this one, but then I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because the next little bit has something that's going to take a little while to do. Not quite a full episode length, but yeah. So we come here, and there is a save point, and then, as you can see, there's a thing right there that looks really weird. That's a boss. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to end this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.